It is. And then I'm just going to shape this with my fingers. And then we'll just pop a little bit of the foam pads onto there. Just to hold it up a little bit from the frame. Okay, a little bit of extra glue just for extra stick.
Yep.
And with it being going onto the sisal underneath as well. Right, so we've got that onto there. And then I have got a butterfly. So these are the fluttering butterflies, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, you have got your 2 dies and your stamps. So your solid one and your detailed one. If you wanted to use your detailed one, you could do like a background on your cards where it stays in the card.
Yep.
So you've got quite a few different options there. And then obviously your stamping if you want to colour it in.
That's very fine, that, isn't it?
It is. It's so fine.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's so delicate. You can just sit. Well, put it under there, and then you can see it better that way. So yeah, it is so delicate, and I think there's 3 in this particular set. I think, anyway. I don't think they're single, are they? I'm not sure if they're single.
Oh, we're showing you. Here we go.
Right,
Yep,
okay.
3 sets, 3
Yeah.
sets, you're right.
I wasn't sure if there was on their own.
Lovely. Only $14.99. They are very intricate and very beautiful.
Right, so then we've got that. So I've just layered that up in the centre so we can get the wings flapping a little bit. Okay, so that is just going to go towards the other side, round about in the middle there, because we want to put our other sentiment on the bottom, which we will do that now.
Yep.
So this is one of the positivity stamps, which they are so relevant, I think, you know, at the minute. Like, people need that little bit of encouragement, don't they?
100%.
Yeah, and there's some lovely sentiments in there.
So what's this one say?
This one says, life is too short to let negative people change you. So, yeah.
Very apt.
Right, so we just get this onto here then. So then we can just pop that, whoops.
Oh, you're right.
Yep,
Cool.
just stuck to my pen. Right, which way we're going? We'll go that way for that then.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have got some flowers, so I'll just stamp one of these out just so you can see. So these are the Reason to Smile. So you get 2 different designs in here, like the hollow ones, and also these that's a little bit more detailed. So if we just stamp this, just so you see, this is the detailed ones, which are ideal for your pattern papers if you're not that confident at colouring.
Yeah.
So we've got that sort of nice detail there, and then just fussy cut those out.
And they're easy to cut.
They are very easy to cut. You can cut into the petals as well if you wanted more of a like a dahlia type flower and scrunch them up that way. But what I've done is literally just stamp these out, and then all I'm going to do is just fold them. You can use your ball tools and manipulate them that way if you wanted to. But just fold these down, and again you can see it's going to make a nice flower with little effort, if you like. So I've got those onto there. Right, so we just need the ball tool just to pop that in the centre there, just to give it a little bit of a lift up. So I've got 2 of the larger one, 2 of the second one, and then we'll just pop 1 of the small one in.
Lovely papers. Will we find these on the web?
They are on the web, yeah.
Great.
This is the Positively Plum. Yeah, I did check that out.
Say that again, sorry.
I did check that out, that was on the web.
Yeah.
Normally I tend to use something and think, oh, right, that's not on there. Right, so we just pop that into there, and then just the little one. Again, just into there. I do try to offset them, but if you can't, don't worry. There's plenty of colour on those papers, whichever papers you use, to like make it look that it's full.
Wow,
so,
it does.
And then obviously all the different colours on there. So I've got 1 of the large one and 2 of the slightly smaller one. We'll pop a little bit more sizzle under there. just trim a bit off and then...
Just adds a bit of texture to it.
That's it, and squidge it up a bit.
Technical term.
Yeah, technical term.
Read your mind.
Squidge it up a bit.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to add these 3 onto here. Just hold that down a second. But this, obviously, is just a little tag. Well, a little tag, big tag. But you can do this sort of thing on cards, anything. You know, it's not got to be the tag. And you could, if you were doing something like this, because you get the 2 sizes of tags, a smaller one, you could do like a smaller version of it as well. Right, so then I've also got a couple of the sprigs that are in the fancy florets.
Yeah.
So I've used a bit of everything. But, you know, just add those little finishing touches.
Absolutely. Look at that. That's just stunning.
All right, and then we just need to put a bow on and then a few pearls, and then we should be done. So just add the bow over there, then a few pearls. So we will go with the white ones.
Oh, you're so organised, aren't you?
Yeah, they come like this though. They all come
Amazing.
like this, and they're on the web. I think they're on the show actually.
Oh,
and,
excellent.
And these are your 3 different sizes in each colour, which are ideal. Because sometimes you want a small one, sometimes you want one a little bit bigger. Oops.
So you actually sort them when we get the tray as well then?
Yes, I don't sort them. We were saying about that. No, I did count one lot just to make sure. But yeah, so these all come in, and the case as well. And
That's great.
The case is amazing, really. It's the little things that you've got like a seal there, so that when you pop them over, you can see. And I carry mine about with me a lot, and they jiggle about a bit, but they don't come out of there.
That's fabulous.
Yeah. And then we'll just pop a pearl into these. So I'm just going for these are the festive pearls on this one. We do a essential one as well. It depends what you want to go for. So we'll just pop these into here. I won't put any more pearls on because obviously of time. So just pop those 3 into there. Oops, he's upside down. Spin him over if we can. Got a bit of glue on the top there, but that's fine. And then just a little bit of, I've got some wide raffia that I can put on there just to hang it with if need be.
Amazing.
So got
Look
that.
how beautiful it
And
is.
then the reverse as well.
Yes. Finishing touches.
Yeah.
Remind us, Carol, what's your angel policy? Can we make to
Yes,
sell?
make as many as you want and
Nice.
sell, yeah. As long as you don't, like, cut the things out like sell a butterfly.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you make and sell, that is fine. Fine by
Wonderful.
us.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Carol.
you. Thank you.
Beautiful demonstration. Now, I need to mention again our gift with purchase, because we're still in our birthday event. Last day today. Isn't this adorable? So you're not paying for this. You just need to make a purchase during this hour. And we've got a little polar bear, who's there, little reindeer. You've got, I love Diddy stamps, I don't know why. And you've got It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. You've got a lovely little die that's going to work perfectly for every single one of these. So, yep, you're not paying for these at all. And that's worth $7.99, by the way. It is, while stocks last, and it is 1 per person. Now, coming on to our MDF, you have got the shapes, so they'll pop out. You can still glue them together if you want to. It's totally up to you. They'll pop out, and you've got the 2 different sizes, the large, and then you've got the small, just here. And you're getting 30, I think I'm right, yep, 30 pieces in total. And just MDF is such a fabulous product, isn't it? Because you can decorate it any which way you like. It'll take your inks, it'll take your sprays, your paints. Lots of people like using acrylics actually on your MDF. Good stuff. Right, $9.99 then for all of those pieces. Item number is 622581. Okay, next then we've got a lovely set of stamps and dies that all marry together, which are fab. These have been really popular. Oh, okay, we're nearly 1/3 of the stock gone, and they're a lovely large size as well, aren't they? So they're going to create a real centerpiece. Now, did I show you this one? Okay, so you can see here. Nice. And then, did I show you this one? I don't think I did. Look at these fab samples. The stamps on them are really brilliant as well. Nice. And then we've got another one here. And you can shape them so well. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at this sample. This is a really pretty one. Look at that. It's a beautiful scene, that is. But look at all of those florals. Like I said, I say it a lot, but I don't think you can have too many flowers in your collection. £34.99. You've got a £22 saving. 013275 is your item number. Now, there's a huge saving on the Nature's Garden. So it might be that you missed out on it when it was last on, but we've got a £40 saving this morning. And look at that whole collection. Isn't it fabulous? Again, they're real statement pieces, aren't they? You've got your stamps and your dies to match. I'm going to bring this in. Look at this plaque. I think this is just fab. Look at that. And then we've got another one here. 1 second. Let's wing this in. They're beautiful samples. And Hayley and Carol, they make all of these. I'm in awe. Oh, look at this one. Yeah, so I guess you could paper piece a little bit of it in, couldn't you? Fabulous. Right then, so if you'd like to go for this collection, £34.95 is the price. Or on FlexiBuy, which I'm not joking, that really is a mistake, but hey, just knock yourself out. 2 payments of £17.48, 273137 is your item number. Then we've also got some everyday sentiments, just things that are you're going to find so useful with these. So let's take a look. I'm going to get hidden, aren't I? Here we go. So we've got our everyday sentiments. So if I come to you, Hayley,
Yeah.
what sort of sentiments have we got on here then?
Well, these are all your everyday ones. So we've got congratulations, you've got new baby, you've got make a wish. That's one of the different ones I was thinking of.
That's it.
But then you've also got your regular ones, your happy birthday, just to say. You've got a bit of everything in there. And also, you don't have to just use them down the edge. Obviously, you can do them into a flag if you want to, a strip, whatever you fancy. I don't think I'm using it in the next demo, but we did it across the fold of one of the cards with the Christmas ones. So if you just butt it up along the fold of your card, then you'll make yourself sort of like a fancy shaped card with your sentiment on the top. So they are really cute and really easy to use.
Nice, good stuff. All right then, £19.99 if you want to go for these. You've got 15 dies in total. 548255 is your item number. Now, some of the other items that we've been using. Oh, I really like this stamp set. I'm very tempted by this one. This one is the Simple Recipes stamp set, and it's £9.99. Now, you've got the Recipe of Love. 025952 is the item number. Then we've got Recipe of the Birthday, Recipe of the Crafter, and Recipe of Friendship. Lovely. Okay. Next then, we've got Spread Positivity. There are the details. Lovely jubbly. That is, oh, what's it say? Attitude is the little thing that makes a big difference. Oh, I like these sentiments a lot. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. These are fabulous sentiments. Really nice. £11.99, 457551 is your item number. And then last but not least, you've got Reason to Smile. And these are your florals. £9.99, it's really good. Item number is 053476. Do give us a call to place your order, 01733602000. I nearly forgot it then. Sometimes, you know, I worry I'm going to accidentally give out my mobile number. Item number is... No, stop it, Meg, stop it. 053 is your item number, or that could be my mobile, I don't know. Right, I'm going to hand over to you, Hayley.
Thank you. Right, so we're going to use the Nature's Garden. We're also going to use some of the sentiments, some of the other dies that are on the show, so a little bit of everything, really. So we're just going to start by stamping out the peony. So this is is the one from the Nature's Garden. Right, so I'll just give that a stamp. So I'm just doing this onto watercolour card for the moment, and then we can colour in our leaves, and then we're going to paper piece the top of this flower. So you can see that it stamps perfectly every time. It is amazing. I do love stamping, you can't beat it, especially if you have got a stamping platform. I know there's plenty on the website, it makes it really easy then.
Yeah.
But you can see it's a big stamp, so it's really going to fill your card. So if we just lower that down then, so I'm just going to add a little bit of avocado, the Dinky Inky, just to my mat, just a tiny little drop, just so that we can colour in those leaves. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the ink just with my water brush and then just put some of this into my leaves. So I won't do all of it, but just so you can see that that colour goes on really nicely there. This one I've not really watered down that much, so you can see it's still quite a dark colour, and obviously it's not spreading as well because I've not got as much water in there.
Right.
But obviously you can do whatever you fancy with that. If you want it to go a little bit further, you want it to be a little bit paler, just mediate it with your water sort of thing. I have gone out of the lines there, but it's not a problem. So you can see then the colouring that you're going to get is so nice, and hopefully you can maybe just see a little bit of that sparkle. I'm not sure if we can. We might see it once it's dried.
Yeah.
One thing that I can show you was a mistake that I made, and it shows the sparkle really nicely.
Oh, okay.
If I just show you this piece of paper, I dunked it in my ink by accident, but you'll be able to see, can you see that shimmer on there?
Yeah.
On the sparkle of that ink
Ooh,
pad.
look at that.
So you can...
Is it like a gold sparkle in
It
there?
is a gold sparkle, yes. You can see, so all of your sparkle Dinky Inkies have got that shimmer to them.
It's lovely.
It is, it's gorgeous. You see what I mean? It's a happy mistake. Shows it really nicely.
It does.
Right, so I'm going to layer up my peony then. So I've just trimmed off the stems. So I've just got the bits that I've coloured just there, and then I've just trimmed off their flower heads, and we're just going to layer up those flowers on the top. So I'm going to use my flower mat just to give that a bit of a shape. So I've trimmed these out again. So all you do to get these layers is obviously keep stamping it just onto your pattern papers. And I'm just using my bore tool a bit just to pick up these flowers. I'm just going to go in the centre where the two flowers part, and then I'm going to use my foam tape just to layer this up. So because I've only used part of the head of the flower, I'm going to pop my foam onto here just so I know where I'm lining up to. And then we've got all the other layers that I've just trimmed out, a bit like decoupage, but obviously just creating those layers for myself. So we can pop that just over the top there. So you can see that that is coming together.
We've had a really nice email come in from Dorothy.
Aww.
Bless you, Dorothy. Hopefully you're not suffering too bad. She's just said she has just tested positive for COVID.
Oh no.
But she said, bless it, I would as well. She said she's feeling a bit sorry for herself. But she says Dreamies always cheer her up, and she's trying to decide what she wants to go for.
Oh, bless her. Well, we hope you feel better soon, Dorothy.
Yes.
We hope you're not suffering too badly.
Yeah.
Oh, but at least you have got a craft channel that you can keep watching all day long.
Absolutely. I think, to be fair, I think this channel's kept a lot of people
I think
going.
it has, yeah, definitely. I think crafting has, hasn't it, in
Yeah.
general? And a lot of people have got into crafting, which is even better because it's just a newfound hobby, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I don't think you can beat crafting. It's such a lovely hobby to have.
No, well, I've sold this channel to myself.
I can imagine you have, yeah. You see all of it first off as well.
I know. I'm very spoiled.
It must be torture, but in the best way.
Yeah.
So you can see I've layered up the peony heads there, so you can see all of that gorgeous detail, and you can see how much depth we've got there now.
Yeah.
But again, it's not too deep. Obviously, you could have it on a postal card. It's not a problem, really. But you can just keep it flat and just do your colouring if you wanted to. So I've just got some papers here. So these are from the Blossoming Blues. I think there's a multi-buy with the one that Mum used, Positively Plum.
Okay.
On the website somewhere in the brand section, so you could grab a multi-buy on a few papers. Oh, I think we've got a pick and mix as well, so
Yeah.
whatever you fancy, we've got a lot of choice. So I'm just going to layer up these papers then. So I've just started to build up my card a little bit, just using a bit of grey cardstock as well, just because that's what we've used for the ink. And then I'm going to add my strip along the middle. And I've got to add a bit of ribbon on it just to cover that nice sparkly blob.
That's what butterflies and flowers are for.
It is. That's exactly why you need the whole range,
That's
isn't it,
it.
on this show? To hide all the mistakes. And I do make a lot of mistakes.
No, yeah, that's right. There's no police to guide the gardeners.
That's the best thing. You can just do what you want, can't you? And you're just being creative, and as long as you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to tape that. I would use better tape at home, but just double-sided for now.
Okay.
Just to pop over there, and then we can just add these layers. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of foam tape just across this one, just to lift it up a little bit. So that's just going to go across there. And then I think we'll do the same and just do this one a little bit lower. Now I've not put tape everywhere. I'm not too worried if it's sticking up a little bit. I think it just kind of adds to the texture. If I've got bits sticking up, and you can just move them around and see what's on the card. So I'm just going to pop that onto there. And then I've got some grey cardigan and one of the embossing folders. It's on the show later that I've just done onto one of the panels, so you can see it's the sheet music. It's one of my favourites. They always are though, aren't they?
That's a really deep emboss.
It is, yeah. They're 3D as well, so
Nice.
we will be showing them a little bit later.
Oh, good.
So I'm just going to pop my panel onto there, and then with the music one, I've only put foam on the top, bottom and one side because I'm going to pop a tag in here.
Right.
So I've just left that open so that it's going to sit up, and then we can pop our little tag in the side. So we can just pop this onto here. And then I've got some of the butterflies as well. Well, one of the butterflies, but I've just trimmed him in half. So I'm hoping, oh, in fact, that's probably better. So you can see that gorgeous detail on there. So I've chopped him in half, and he's just going to be a little embellishment, really. I'm just going to pop one wing in either side of the image then, just to add that little bit of detail. So we'll just pop a little bit of glue onto his wings. So one's going to go in up here, and then one in at the bottom. It would look very nice in parchment, Meg.
Yes, you just said
Not
in
that
our
I
ear.
should talk
It was a
to
nice idea.
the voices in my head, but... Right, so then the peony is going to go on the front there. So I think, well, we'll just glue this. So that can pop in the centre there. And then I'm going to stamp one of the recipes of friendship. So I've just got a little piece of paper here that's going to have my sentiment on. I have already trimmed him into a tag and sorted that, so we've not got to try and get my ribbon through. It never goes through on TV, does it? You can guarantee the holes are always too small.
Absolutely.
Right, so we're just going to stamp this out. So I think it's the same sentiment that Mum used, but we're just stamping it onto some patterned paper. It's one of the watercolour sheets.
Nice.
You can see that stamps out perfectly again every time, even though it's text, and sometimes you don't always get the perfect stamp with text if it's a bit small.
Yeah.
But it also works really well in embossing powder. So then I've just got my little tag that I've done here. So I've just layered it just onto white card and a little bit of ribbon.
Yeah.
And then this is going to pop in the side of the image. So you've got a nice little treat, and then you can pull that out. And then we've just got some flowers to pop on. I'll show you where the tag's gone in a little minute. But then I'm just using the Fancy Florits collection. And I've just got 3 flowers here that I'm just going to use my embossing tool on the back of, and then just layer up 3 of. So these are we've called it the paisley petals inside the Fancy Florits collection, because the design of it, you've kind of got paisley in the petals, obviously. That makes a lot of sense.
It does indeed.
But they're also a little bit of a different shape as well, so they're really nice and different to work with, because you've kind of got a little, I don't know, flick on the end. So I'm just layering 3 of these up and then just pressing in the middle there just to lift those petals up. So then I've also got a couple of smaller ones that I did a little bit earlier. So we're just going to create an arrangement in the top, I think. So we can pop this up here. So I'm just going to go for 1, 2 medium ones. So you do, I think it's 5 sizes in each flower as well in that collection. So you do get a nice range to work with.
Lovely.
And then just a couple of little white ones as well. And then I've just got, just pop on the bottom. In fact, shall we lift it in? In fact, I'll just pop it on as it is, and then I can go in with, no, put it on blue. Crafter, I can't make my mind up.
All good.
So I'll just pop that onto a little bit of blue, and then we can just trim that around. So that says, make yourself a priority, from the Spread Positivity. I think they're really nice for journaling as well, because we all need that little reminder, don't we, of just think about yourself sometimes. Give yourself that little bit of self-care. Right. And then this can just pop in the bottom here, just so we have got a sentiment on there. Oh, in fact, sorry, pearls. So these are from the festive one, so they don't obviously have to just be festive. But I am just using, it's the AB blue that's in that collection.
Oh, that tones perfectly.
It does, doesn't it? And then we've also got some AB white ones as well, which I think I'm going to pop in the blue ones. Oh, pearl went on the floor. I'm going to be around picking that up later.
You're like, I'm not losing one.
Not a single one. Right, so we've got the pearls in the middle there. And there we go.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that.
And then this is where our tag is.
Oh, I love that. That's
you
a
can
lovely
just-
little hidden gem, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can just pop it in the side of there, and then hopefully someone will pull it out and go, oh, I didn't realise that was there.
Yes. Really nice. Thank you so much, Shirley.
That's okay.
Now, I have got the simple recipes set of stamps. We've got, so recipe of a birthday, a handful of family and 4 helpings of birthday cake, 1 large cup of cards, a pinch of presents on the side, and a shower of appreciation. Very nice. And then we've got recipe of love, a handful of honesty with 3 helpings of laughter, 2 teaspoons of adoration, a pinch of romance, dusted with understanding and a lifetime of happiness. That is really nice. Then we've got recipe of a crafter, a shelf of, oh dear me, a shelf of glitters and powders. It's because I'm thinking about my own crafting. Shelf.
Yeah, right.
It's everywhere. Yeah. A shelf of glitters and powders, 4 drawers of a special card with a tub of offcuts to the side, 5 binders also of dies and stamps, 3 jars of butterflies, brads and bows, with a 10-inch square to work in. Exactly it. That's why I was chuckling. I'm like, I know where this is going. And then we've got recipe of friendship, 3 teaspoons of laughter, a warm glass of fun, 2 teaspoons of trust with 1 cup of understanding, and a handful of encouragement sprinkled with a million memories. These are stunning.
Oh,
they really
I'm
are,
glad you
ladies.
like 'em.
Yeah. Now, these have been busy. We're nearly a quarter of the stock gone. There you go. $9.99 if you want to go for these. Your item number is 025952. Now, coming back to the Nature's Garden, where you've got, I mean, this is a big set with a massive saving. This is now better than half price. You're saving £40. We've got it down to £34.95, and it's on Flexi Buy, which it normally shouldn't be unless it's over £40. So 2 payments of £17.48 is the price if you want to spread the cost. And you've got your stamps and dies, and they're really nice focal points, aren't they?
They really are. They're huge. Like, they're like hand-sized.
Yes. Yes. There you go. Item number is 273137. Oh, yes, some samples. Hang on, that's with that. Let's go back to these. Got some lovely things here. Look how pretty that is with the florals. They're just beautiful. Really lend themselves to colouring if you like to do that sort of thing. And then this next one that I'll show you in a sec, this one, I think that would be good for paper piecing, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. So you can see the white is actually the dye that is left behind once you use both the layers together. And then, all the red's been paper pieced back in. It does make a really nice skeleton sort of effect.
Like that a lot. Oh, here's another good version of that, actually, which is beautiful. And then I have to show these plaques. These plaques are wonderful. There we go. Lovely. So if you want to spread that cost, 2 payments of £17.48. Item number is 273137. Then we have, I'm hidden. Then we have got our fancy florals. And again, we've got a really good price on these. And they're lovely size. So you've got all sorts of different florals, and they've got the corresponding dies, which always makes me very happy. And you've got a £22 saving on here. Yeah, look at these. I love these. Nice. And then I've got another one. Oh, do excuse me. Let's bring this in. Nice. And then we've got one here. Aren't these pretty? What interesting shaped cards.
I think that's on the show as well. It's the card creator dies.
Oh.
I don't know if we maybe did them with you a little while ago. It could have been earlier in the year. You probably can't remember that far back. So it's been a long time.
They're good fun though.
They are, yeah. So you do get a set of 4 on the website. I think I can't even remember the price. But they do make 4 really nice, fancy, different cards.
Oh, nice. We've got them. We have got them. They're at the bottom of the screen if you want to have a little look for those. But at the side of the screen, that is the price for these stamps and dies. £34.99. 013275 is your item number. So, Carol, we've got about 7-ish minutes.
Yeah, well,
is that all right?
hopefully we can get this sorted. If not, I can just show you the bits that I want to show you more.
Lovely.
So, right, so this is one of the card creator dies, actually. So this is, I think it's the easel one. I'm not sure what this one's called. But, you know, you get all this and your layers and everything to go in there. So that's the one we're going to try and create. Right, so this is the main template. But also, if you do 2 of these, you could, like, interact them, like, stick the other one here, and then you've got a flap as well. So, you know, don't just think of how we have got it together like this. You get your own bits and do whatever you want to it, really. Right, so what I'm going to do first is just layer up the bottom there. So I've just put double-sided tape on here ready. So let's just, now then, is that one the... that's the one. I was just thinking, which way is it? Because there is one way is slightly longer. Right, so then you do get this die as well. So you get all your layering dies, and this is one that's a bit detailed. So I'm just going to pop that one over the top of there. We'll just pop a little bit of glue in certain parts. I'll just do it in the centre, obviously for time. You can do it around the edge, really, but just pop some there, just to hold it. Okay, and then this is going to go straight onto there. So we've not got a layer there, but I've put the white behind it simply so you can see it, because once I put it onto here, it would get lost otherwise. Okay, so we'll just pop some glue onto here as well. So that's another layer on there, which makes it look quite nice as well. And then if we just, we'll flop it that way, we get all the layers for in here as well. So obviously you could do the front and the back if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It depends where you think the person's going to pop it. So again, no measuring on that, it's all there already. Right, and then this one is going to be the one that, let's just see where we're going. That's it. That I've put card underneath, so it's a bit sturdier than the paper, and this one is going to just pop onto there. So I'll get this one on. Again, you're not forced to put this particular piece on if you didn't want to. Right, let's just see which way we're going. That way, that's it. So I'm just layering that up. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's get it right, shall we?
Oh, bless you, all good. Do you mind if I show the dies while you're doing that?
Not at all, not at all.
Look, so you've got a massive saving on these. £82 off if you're a Freedom member. That is crackers. Wow. Oh, it's nice because you've put some inspiration on the front.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've got
On
all
the
your
back.
instructions on the back, and if you do get stuck at all, it is us you speak to when you ring up.
Brilliant.
Well, I say us, Mum.
It's me.
But yeah, so we are there to hold your hand if you do need anything.
That's nice. Lovely. Look at all of these. It's just not, sometimes we just don't want to have, you know, your A4 folded in
Yeah,
half?
they do all fold flat as well for posting,
that's
so
good.
you can get them all in an envelope.
Excellent. All right then. So massive saving there, and it's on Flexi by 2 payments of £44.98. Massive saving. Back to you, Carol.
Right, so what I've just done here is just layered that up so that when we open the easel, it's going to be there like that. Just popped a little bit of a circle die cut on there. And then this is another die that you get in the set. Now, I do want to make sure that I put the glue around the edge here, because this is going to just make the little pocket. So I'm not putting it on the top there. So then if we just pop this onto there, onto that blue bit, and then that's going to be our little pocket on top, which I'm going to put one of the little tags in. So what I've done, this is what I wanted to show you more so. What I've done to create this is put one of the sentiment dies down there. So we'll just run that through. Just pop that through, and then to get the tag shape I've used one of the MDF tags, the smaller one, so just gone around that, which I'll show you this how I've done that in a second.
Wonderful.
And then we can just stamp onto that, which we've got there as well. Right, so just bring that out.
Okay. So we've got about 2-ish minutes.
Oh right, yeah. If I can just show you this, that'd be good, because at least then people can see how this is done.
Yeah.
Right. So then we just peel this back, and the lettering all pops out there. So that is going to be the edge of our tag then. So then if we just snip that there and there, then we've got the happy birthday down the side of there. And then the tag, just pop the tag onto there, draw around that. I'm not going to do that now because of time. And then if you want to stamp on it, what I've done is we pop this into here. Let's just get this off if we can use this bit. I'm making do now.
Bless you.
And then we just pop this onto there, just over that side, because we don't want the... Oh, I'll leave it there, you'll get the idea. We don't want the stamp actually onto there. Then line it up, obviously, with the markings you've done on your tag. This might be a bit off because obviously I haven't got all my tape on there, but you'll get the idea what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right, then we just stamp our bunny. Oops. Let me just do it, because it's going to drive me mad if it's not quite there. There we go. And then the bit that you're stamping that should go onto the lettering is then covered by this bit of paper. So then I've stamped it twice. You really need a stamping platform just in case you need to go into there. And then that is what we've got there, which then creates this. If you can see that then.
Yeah, just coming in.
So, yeah. Oops.
That's so cute.
So then you obviously cut round that for your tag.
Yes.
How much time have we got, Alex?
30 seconds.
Right. Right, let me just show you this then quickly. Just one of the leaf stamps, and then just drag your ink across. See if I can do... Oh, it's not brilliant, but you get that little bit of texture on your stamp there just by dragging your ink pad across it.
Nice.
We can see it there.
Thank you very much, Carol.
Okay,
thank you, Hayley. There's never enough time, is there?
It seems to go so quick.
But we'll see you at 10 o'clock.
That's right, yes.
Excellent. Right, as always, do make sure you're checking out your baskets. Don't go anywhere. More coming up after this short break.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. Join us for our journey into everything creative and messy, and see what you can create with our stamps.
Hi, I'm Charmaine from Dolly Dimples, and I've been crafting since I was a little girl, and I have a massive passion for anything crafty related. Dolly Dimples is a fictional character in Dolly Dimples Town. There's whimsical characters, fantasy characters, mythical characters. There's so much going on, so much happening in Dolly Town, and it's a fun place to be in. We have decoupage, backing papers, we have templates for 3D objects, stencils in the mix, we have dies and lots of other things coming to you soon. Make sure you tune in for the Dolly Dimple shows and have some fun.
Hi, I'm Jenny Mays from Hobby Art. Hobby Art's a family-run company, and we've been designing and manufacturing stamps for over 28 years now. Whatever your style, there's always something that will interest you with Hobby Art stamps.
Have you heard of Freedom? Did you know that as a Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £7.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Freedom members badge, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with a craft store more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause if you're going away, or you can cancel at any time you decide. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or go to our website, quoting the item number 88888, and join Freedom today.
Howdy partners, how are y'all this morning? I know we've only got one more day where we can dress up like cowgirls and talk real funny. Sorry about that, I don't know what happened to me. How are you this morning? It's great to have your company. We've got the one-day special for you from Studio Light. We've also got an amazing guest as well. Yes, it's Lou Withers.
Oh, I'm here.
How are you, Lou?
I'm all right.
Oh, now, we need to tell everyone at home that we've both been buckarooing this morning.
Oh, haven't we?
Yes, we've had a little bit of a rodeo, so we're feeling a little bit delicate.
Yeah, and it's like, if you keep hearing this noises, just pretend that it's cowboy noises. It's probably me groaning and lovely Janice groaning as well.
Let's just tell everyone at home. You had a little bit of an accident with your ribs, but you're all right.
Yeah, oh, I'm fine. Well, I'm not fine at all, but it's just like, you just hear the noises, so please don't be put off.
Oh, well, are you all right, Lou?
Of course I am.
Yes,
of course.
yes.
Are you
yes,
all right?
Yes, I'm all right as well. Well, oh dear, it's one of those moaning mornings, isn't it? Let's not do that. Let's talk about your one-day special.
Yeah,
we've got a whole complete collection. Details on your screen for the complete collection, which I'm sure you're going to absolutely adore because it all matches up with that lovely autumnal theme. Let's face it, we're heading into the autumn, aren't we? So it's great to have paper pads, it's great to have stamps and dies and stencils and ephemera all in the same complete collection. Now, nearly half the stock has gone. Nearly lost my voice then. $79.85. I was so surprised. But you can, of course, spread the cost over 3 payments. It is a why not deal, so if you are a Freedom member, you get an extra 10% off. Now, because it's the birthday celebrations, there's also a free gift with purchase. Yes, there is. Now, you get 2 die sets. It's a lucky dip, but they are amazing. And this is a while stocks last deal, and it's 1 per person. But it's worth £15.99. Also, to celebrate the birthday, if you have just joined us, maybe you've not watched us for a couple of days, we've put £6 credit into your account. Yes, we have. Go on and have a look. You don't have to be a Freedom member. Oh, yeah. And you can have that £6 off a purchase of £40 or more. Isn't that fabulous?
Get in.
Oh, right, Lou, let's break it down. Oh, no, Janice, don't do that.
When they put here, wonderful
do
fall, I thought they were having a right joke. I thought someone's winding me up here.
I shouldn't laugh. Yeah, of course.
Of course, no, it's
I
quite
didn't connect
funny.
the 2.
Wonderful fall. I'm like, right, who's put this on? Right.
I did not connect the 2. Right, let's break it down. Another word perhaps we shouldn't be using, but your one-day special, you've got a choice in your one-day special of 2 stamps and 2 sets of dies. So let's take you through the choice you've got. For £28.96, you're saving £10 on your one-day special. You choose and you decide. Now, your first option, you've got your pick of the patch. This is like an allotment, isn't it? Gardening.
Yeah, and there's a great little book that you can only get if you get the full set, but that's all I'm saying. But the little die cut block, all the features, the stamps and everything, they all coordinates. Different shapes, different sizes, but similar items. So
do you know what I love about this collection as well? You can, of course, use this not just in the fall, throughout the whole of the year, because you've got your wheelbarrow there, so that could be gardening. Foxes are with us.
Of course they
throughout
are.
the year. Yes, they are.
Especially
and always
Leicester.
in my heart.
Yeah.
And you've got those wonderful foliage as well. You've also got wonderful, which could be used any time of year.
You could just cut the word wonder out. You don't need full on it. So just think about that. Cut the letters up, make another word, you know.
Yeah, true. I've got a lovely card here. This captured my eye as soon as I came in this morning, and I saw this, and I really did think that was wonderful with that lovely splash of colour, Lou.
That was just something I did last night to show it was so quick, and how very little sort of experience you need to get a really nice card.
Yeah, that really is, as it says there, wonderful. And in the demo today, we're going to be taking a look at adding a splash of colour to those autumnal colours. Love that. That's your first option. 237668 is your item number. 2 stamp sets and 2 die sets. Now let's take a look at your second option. This is Don't Stop Believing.
Who comes up with these names?
I've no idea. I've no idea. But it's rather marvellous.
It's rather, marvellous.
Now, you don't want to leaf this out.
No, you certainly don't want to leave it alone.
You want to pop this into your collection. Now, we've got some interesting dies here. So you've got your wreath. In the middle there, that's your toadstools. And your various other flowers and your acorns in there as well.
And, you know, there's the sycamore. Derek was calling it a helicopter, but sycamore.
Oh yeah, your helicopter little leaf.
And the stamps have got that on. But that leaf there, that branch looks so elegant. It looks almost Japanese. I put it on turquoise with brown, and it just looks stunning. And you didn't even think it was autumn. You just thought contemporary.
Well, exactly. Yes, these are connected with the autumn, but of course you've got, let's see, that die there. That could be sunflower.
Absolutely.
Could be your daisy, could be your dahlia, could be your fantasy style flower. You've got your stamps that match as well. So this gives you that perfect combination. Fall has my favourite colours. Happiness is throwing lots of fall leaves high in the air. It certainly is, with a big kick.
When someone else has swept them up, especially.
Yeah, oh yeah, isn't that fun? Love that.
And then if you can run.
Yeah, £28.96, saving £10. 237668 is your item number. Now keep those 2 savings, because what everyone is going for is the whole complete collection. It is a marvellous deal with your 12 by 12 papers. You've got your stencils in there as well. You've got your mini pad and your ephemera. So let's run through these elements. So where shall we start? They're saying top left. No idea where that is. I'll point. Is it that one there? Yeah, oh, thank goodness for that. Right, so, can I pick this up and flick through it? So I don't know whether I've got another one behind. Is that all right?
I think you
Yes,
need to
thank you.
see them because
Yeah.
they're really good inside.
These are your bright paper pads. Oh my days, look at these.
Well, you've got 3 of each, and there are 3 block colours, 3 pattern colours and 3 frames, so you can do them as you please. Now, that does not just mean autumn. If you start putting purples with these yellows and oranges, you get the most amazing sort of complementary colours.
Oh, look at that.
It's
with
a
the
great little
robin.
notepad. I tell you what,
Yeah.
we need to write to people more. Instead of emails and whatever, and Zooms and whatever, get your handwriting
Yeah.
done. It's lovely to receive a handwritten note.
Do you know what? I saw something once and it said that the majority of 10-year-olds had never ever written a letter.
No, and yeah.
That's quite scary, isn't it, really? So this could be a way of going back to writing and just putting your thoughts down as well.
Yeah.
So you can see all the collection that you've got there, absolutely beautiful, 36 sheets. You've got 3 unicolours with 3 embellishments and 3 patterns, so absolutely stunning. That's included. Let's pop that down there. Are we heading next to our stencil? Yeah, beautiful stencil, those falling leaves.
Absolutely, and if you don't want the intense leaves at the bottom, just leave that off, or have the bottom one as part of a landscape. So you've got an either or, but it's a nice repetitive pattern, that.
Yeah,
It's very
love
subtle
that.
or bright if you want
is.
it. The papers, just to remind everyone, are not coated.
No,
so
okay.
you can add your own little bits to it,
Superb.
yeah.
Now, these were available together, but they're not anymore. The only way to get hold of them is in that complete collection. We are moving on. We've got another paper pad for you. I'm going to lift this up to show you through it. Now, this on its own is limited stock, but you can get this in that complete collection. Can I pick this up and flick through? Because it's nice to see the different papers that we've got included in here. The colours and the designs are sensational, but it's
Beautiful.
studio light, isn't it?
And if you've managed to get some of the block colours we've got, they all match together. But that, you know, you've got the dyes, you've got everything, so they all coordinate, but in different sizes. And I really like that. Instead of having everything the same size, you can make it sort of give it the idea of in the distance or foreground. You can build images and scenes with it. Look at
Isn't
that.
that lovely? That is absolutely gorgeous. The quality of the designs in the papers that you've got here are just absolutely delightful. And some of the colours, of course, you can use all time, any time of the year. And if you want to go for this in your complete collection, it will be there for you. But if you want extra pads, I think, it has just sold out individually.
Right.
So the only way to get hold of that now is in that complete collection. Again, you've got your 36 sheets in there. We've also got a stencil in that complete collection as well, which gives you a whole variety of different designs. So you've got your pumpkins, you've got your toadstools, you've got your picket fence, you've got your tree with a leaf. So you could use that many, many times. And do you know what I really like? I like the grass at the bottom.
It's really,
Yeah.
if you do that in different intensities of colour, you can build a landscape. And you can do it round as well. You don't have to have it straight.
It
But
is
yeah,
beautiful.
there's a lot of scope.
Yeah, there certainly is. And then you've got your 12 by 12 papers as well, and I've got these here to take you through them. Now, these did sell out individually. You can only get them in the complete
These
collection.
are beautiful.
Aren't they lovely?
Again, same images, different sizes, different compositions. But if you want the other side, you can make mini books out of these.
Oh, yeah. Now,
Little
look at all those different
concertinas.
elements. That could be a back piece. You could cut into this, but you could also cut out the elements separately if you wanted to.
You could even make that as the journal cover.
Yes.
And put all your elements in it. So, yeah, and that there's this little one, the 6x6 goes with that. But I love the
they
colours on that.
Yeah, absolutely sensational. I mean, nature delivers some fantastic colours in the autumn, but
There's no
so
one
studio
better.
light.
No one better. Well,
Yeah.
there's not. Well, I agree with the colours and papers. They do really, really well. They're up there, aren't they? But nature, you can't beat nature.
No, you can't. And that's where the inspiration has come from for this particular set. Again, look at the richness of the colours in the print that you're getting. Absolutely delightful. But we're not stopping there because we do have some more for you. We've got some die cuts for you. And this is brilliant because if you need to make and create a quick card, maybe a not an envelope. Well, yes, you could put them on envelopes. What am I thinking? Not receipts. What's the word? What? A tag.
A tag.
Yeah. That was simple, wasn't it, Janice? And these just very, very easy. You can see here, you just simply push them out. They've all been kiss cut, and you've got plenty of elements to take.
Now, Karen, can I just only ever uses blue? For her to use brown and oranges?
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Well, there you
just
go.
shows you how confident she's getting now.
Isn't that lovely, though? Because,
Gorgeous.
you know, the confidence of leaving the white area to bring your eye in
She's
to the
very
focal.
clever.
You're very clever.
It is, it is. Leaving white bits is really hard, but look at that.
Wow.
Stunning.
Yeah, it really, really is, isn't it? If you love nature, if you love different times of the year, and autumn might be your favourite, then this is a superb set to go for. Another couple of samples just to show you some inspiration. It's always nice to see. I mean, you can pick up something like this from lots of shops sell this style of cut wood. Now you can take that even further.
Do your pyrography and put a house name on it, and as long as you varnish it, it will stand up to it.
Yeah, of course it will. Oh, look at that.
That's the one I meant for you.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Because that fox is just, it's got to be done. It's got to be done.
Oh, that is lovely. Look at that little pocket.
Isn't that
Imagine that
lovely?
as a little gift for somebody with maybe a little bit of cash in there or a gift certificate. Right, so this is your Why Not deal. If you are a Freedom member, you've got that great discount. If you're not a Freedom member, it's definitely worth becoming one today, right now, to get that saving. And that means you become a Freedom member. So those are your details. 288 387 is your item number. It's going to be dispatched on the 10th of September, so it's not long to wait. Now, we do have some happy hour deals for you. We've got your summer fields. Now, do I have the happy hours here? Yes, it's over there. So I'm going to get on my horse and jog along.
Yeah.
Yeehaw! Whoa, Trigger. Oh, it's getting on and off that horse. I must ride side saddle more. Woo. Right. This is your happy hour deal for this hour. So at the top of the hour, the price will be going back up. So great chance to get hold of this die for you. 399820 is your item number, £15.99. Let's turn this around. This means you can make endless journals and just continue to do so with this die. £15.99, saving £9 for this hour and this hour only. That is a fabulous deal. It really is, because you can use the different elements in there for other projects as well. 399820 being your item number for that one. Now we've got another happy hour for you. We've got the alphabet dies. So handy, aren't they? You can use just random letters as a background, or you can build and create your own sentiments, or maybe you've got a different way of spelling your name and you can never find that on a card. Now you can, because you can spell it yourself. £10.98, saving £7. That is a tremendous deal for 2 alphabet die plates, your uppercase and your lowercase. There you go, 236242 is your item number. Lou.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Lou.
Right, well, I've got tons of cards to show you, because I just think this is absolutely brilliant for loads of them. So I'm going to do really simple cards, but I'm going to start off with some really colourful ones. So really quick, though, really, really quick. So in your stash, you'll have loads of papers, and if you manage to get these papers even better, think about bright colours. Don't just think about, oh, right, well, we've got to have orange, we've got to have browns and yellows. No, you don't have to. You can go really bright. And I just wanted to show you that this is not just, it's a bit like, it's not just for autumn. I got one of the leaves, the die cuts, and I cut it out of boxes, cardboard, and I've just coloured it with bright colours. Now, that doesn't just say autumn. That says bright.
That is wonderful.
It's a really nice bright colour. So I've got some colours like this. So a piece of paper that we've all got bits in our stash we don't want to throw. Now look at that.
Oh, wow.
So all I'm going to do is show you how to do that. So the die cuts are brilliant. My advice is, if your machine can do it, I've used, I can't show you, but old cardboard, and I've put a few layers together just so that I've got a bit more substance. Now, this die is so useful because you can use it as the twig on its own, you can use the leaves on their own, you can do whatever you want. So what I decided to do was, just to show you, I've got a load here. There, right, so I'm going to cut this off. So I've got these, but before I do that, I'm just going to colour them. So the colours I'm going to use are going to be these brights. Now, normally, you think that wouldn't really be anything to do with autumn. This is just like funky and bright colours, but this is to show you that you've got so much scope with these. So first thing I'm going to use is Twisted Citron. I also get, it sounds like a band, that, doesn't it?
Do you know what's great about this though, Lou? Being able to use different colours. The leaves themselves, I think, are instantly recognisable as autumn.
Totally.
So there's your recognition, as it were, of an autumn card.
Absolutely.
But to be able to change the colours, I just think it's wonderful.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be these colours, but having the scope to change them, it just gives me another reason to buy it, because I know there's more than one use for it. And I like the idea of changing it and people saying, oh, is that from that? Really? Is that from that? And you're going, yeah, it's the same card. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. And I like that, because then I just think things should have more than one use. And I always think once you've done over 3 uses, then I've got to have it. That's what I say to myself.
I like that colour combination, Lou.
It just works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's bright. So if you've got a distress, and then you can go over that with a bit of the oxide in a similar colour. This is the peacock feathers. So you've got the same colour but slightly darker. And this is to complement the little stash colour that we've got. I am going to do some stamping in a minute. So I'm looking at that and thinking I want maybe a bright orange. So I've got that, and I've got tea dye, and I've got wild honey. So I think breaking out your colours, really get those colours that you don't normally use, get them out. And the orange will complement the turquoise really, really well. So I've done that. Just put them aside, and the card's nearly done now, believe it or not. So what you can do now is just get one piece of card, like that, and you can just put those in a line on it, and you've got the card done. But I'm going to just change it over. So I've got like a little piece of white. This is just an ordinary little card. It's a bit of hammered card that I had left over that I wouldn't throw away, and I just thought, no, it'll come in handy. It will come in handy. So I want it on here, but I want it just a little bit smaller. Now it's a bit wonky there, but I'm not too worried. A little bit smaller in that way. So I'm hoping to get through about 5 cards this hour. So I'm happy with that. So the next thing I'm going to do is just around the edge, you get your colours back, because I'm trying to make that the colour of the card and this card all match together. So I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of this, not a lot. I'm trying to learn from Karen to leave white space, because I tend to sort of go over the top of it, trying to cover everything. So just a little bit. So then I'm going to go in with my wild honey.
And those leaves are collected together on one die, but I guess, Lou, if you wanted to snip into them and make a wreath with them, or just use one particular leaf and not the other,
yep,
you can do.
That's exactly what I did there. And there's the stamp that matches it as well. So you're not confined to just doing that. You can do bigger ones, smaller ones. I really like the idea of having lots of choice. I just think, you know, because it's hard-earned money. We need to know we're getting value. And I always think, as you said before, Studio Light are very good with that. Very good. Right, tiny bit of the citron just to make it pop. It looks a bit messy at the moment, but it will do. Always will with me. But just to put that on there now has completely changed it. So all you're going to do, now you can put 3-dimensional tape on that if you want, just a little bit. And if you've got your sentiment, that'll go on it. So
now, Lou, you've chosen the blue colour there, which is lovely, which is part of the colour that you've got on your leaves. Have you chosen that because you like it, or because it's the darkest colour and that's what you want to get out of this particular card? Could you use a lighter colour that matches the leaves? Yeah,
you could do any. I've put here pinks and purples just to show you for that reason. I could make the same card out of those.
Yeah,
just by changing the colour of the leaves. So here I'd put green with it, I'd put red with it, and I'd put the yellow.
Ooh.
But you'd get a different base. And just to show you.
Yeah.
So it's dependent now. It looks more blue on that.
Yeah.
It's dependent on what you want. So yeah, you can use anything. I just wanted to show you how simple it was to just make something really quick and easy. So all I'm going to do is, I've kept that on there. I'm just going to snip these. Now, there's sentiments on there if you want to use sentiments, or you can just put these on, really just quite, and you could put wonderful and just, I just like the idea that.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's
like
just a really simple little card, and it's not hard. People who've perhaps never stamped before, they won't be frightened of this, but I'm going to show you one with stamping now. It's really easy to do. I'm hoping to get, like I say, about 4 done.
That'd be nice with some glossy accents on as well, Lou.
Perfect.
Or just doing one with glossy accents
Oh,
to make
exactly.
that, or, you know, any other kind of gel medium to make it stand out.
And one of the other things you can do is I'm just gluing the 2 there, but the other 2, I'm going to get a tiny bit of, well, she would have here. I'm going to raise them up so that you've got different levels. Different levels always make, and heights in cards make a big difference. So we
Do you like the fall, Lou? The autumn?
Favourite.
Yeah.
Because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and the colours just make me. Sometimes I just like to open the door really early in the morning and just listen and hear. You can hear the leaves falling. It's just stunning.
Aww.
There you go. That's one done.
Superb.
So it's only
like
a little card, but that does not look like your good old favourite, you know, fall card.
Yeah, I really like this idea of making the leaf. Well, you're kind of being Mother Nature, or Father. Well, there is no Father Nature, so you're being Mother Nature, aren't you?
Yeah.
At home, choosing those colours.
Absolutely.
Just make it look a bit different.
It
Love
does.
that idea.
Can I do another one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do a recap first?
Shall we have another demo? Yeah, why not?
Right, dead quick, really quick, just to show you again. I've got a piece of paper, I've got some cardboard, and I've put some holes in the paper. And this is card that we've all got, so you can do whatever you want. So I've got this round, this is from the paper pack. So all I've done, I thought, right, I really like that, but what colour do I want it on? Now I've got black there, which is quite nice, or you could choose a little bit of cardboard, which I quite like that. So then all you do, simple.
Is that corrugated card in the background? Oh, I like that.
Yeah. It's cardboard packaging.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's all it is. I've pulled it apart. Now, if you want, and you've got different pieces. Now, what I do is when I cut out these circles, I always keep my circles here.
Yeah.
So I can have a bit of a mess around now. Quite like that. You don't have to do this. Do I want that in the middle? You know, and change the colour scheme or the ideas, different shapes. So think about that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to think, right, do I want that there?
Oh, Lou, I like that.
But I'm going to do it in the brown, I think, like that, because I've got a really nice colour now. When you die cut these, you can die cut several colours. So just that there.
We've had an email in.
Hello.
From our Debbie. Good
Hello,
morning,
Debbie.
Debbie. I hope you're well. Debbie says, what an amazing collection. Lou, thank you so much for your imaginative demos. They're so inspirational.
Oh.
It's a pleasure to watch. Autumn is my favourite season. And this collection is the best I've seen in a long time. Oh, thank you, Debbie.
And you know what, that's beautiful, because I can say it till I'm blue in the face, but if you say it, then, you know, it really means something, doesn't it?
And Debbie said these are going to be wonderful for home decorations.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Bring a bit of autumn into your home.
Oh, definitely. And I think you can swap these are the type that you can make and swap out of your frames and just change them. So all I've done is, in fact, I don't want that on. I have got this, and I'm not going to stick it down all the way, but if you've got at home like little bits of nice yarns and things, I'm just going to put this on the top there, and I'm going to leave that free floating, just to show you what I mean. And if you've got bits of, see, I love strands like this, so you could, in essence, just put this in the background, and again, really quick card, simple, just lift that up. I could put that in there, put that on there as a little wreath, and then put the word wonder across there and knock the fall off. See, I sometimes I like to think I can change stuff just by clipping little bits off, and then I think, right, that really does work. So now I've got a totally different card, and it does look. And all I've done is die cut, corrugated, recycled, a little bit of yarn. Don't need that. If you don't like it, you don't need it. But you can go on as much as you want, add as many things as you want. I'm just showing you like the basic recipe.
Do you know what's nice as well? If you're keeping a diary, or if you've got a scrapbook or a journal, for example, this time of year especially, to add all of this to that particular journal or diary or scrapbook just brings it to life in the fact that it's all about autumn. You could go foraging in the parks, in the woodlands. You could bring home a pine cone, or maybe add a real leaf that's fallen from a tree. Maybe it's going to be the first leaf that falls on your head, or falls on your son or your daughter's head, you know, just lightly when they're out playing. I just think that's lovely. And then they say, oh, what's that? And then it's a leaf, and then you start talking about how, you know, trees, they lose their leaves, but they always come back. Never worry. Never worry if you lose all of your leaves either. They'll always come back. They really, really will.
That is. Isn't that lovely? That
it is.
Thinking
It's true.
It is.
Always comes back. Never worry. Don't worry, because your leaves will always come back. Right, shall we come back to that full collection? Oh my days, we're busy, busy, busy. It's a wonderful collection to get, actually. Your 2 one-day specials are included in this, with the £10 saving on each one brought into the larger saving. You've got something for every kind of project. You've got stamps, you've got dies, you've got your 12 by 12 papers, you've got your smaller paper packs with those beautiful backdrops, you've got your die cut pieces as well that are already there, ready to go. 300 elements in here, which I think is a fantastic addition as well, and something that you can just simply pop out and use on a card, or maybe a piece of home decor, to really, really bring to life your sentiments that you want to give to someone. You've also got your stencils as well. Stencils are fabulous, aren't they? Because you can use them as a letterpress style, you can use them with your different mediums, you can use them through a die cutting machine as well to do some embossing, which I think your leaves, the autumn leaves that are falling, that would make a fabulous embossed style card, would it not? Just think about the different levels of pressure through your die cutting machines to achieve that particular. Gilding flakes would be amazing to bring out the different leaves and the tones in that. Isn't that wonderful? Just seeing that makes you want to go out and dance in those leaves again, doesn't it? 288387 is your item number. You're saving £13, but don't forget, already within there, you've got your 2 savings of £10 a piece on your 2 one-day specials. Now, if you're a Freedom member, you get your extra discount. Yes, you do. And you can divide the cost into 3 payments. So £23.96 today. On the 10th of September, we'll be sending all of this out to you, and we will wait for the other 2 payments. How about that? It's really easy to set up. Just a simple box on the website, or tell us when you give us a call, and just say, right, I want to pay by Flexi. It's really, really easy to do. Now, if you've got your £6 credit, today's the last day you can spend it. Yes, because I think after 6 o'clock tonight, it's gone. And when it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone.
You can't spend it. It does need to be on a purchase of £40 or more, so that means buying your complete collection in the one setting, so you get your £6 off that. Or it might be something else on the show that you want to buy. Maybe you went for your one-day special yesterday, you didn't take advantage of your £6 credit. Now, there's a free gift with every purchase. Well, it's 1 per person. It's a lucky dip, but are we getting 2 collections? We are. So it's a lucky dip. It's worth $15.99, but you're getting those 2 sets from Studio Light. What a magnificent addition to your stash when you get this home. Love that. 288387. Let me show you a couple of samples of what you can build and create. Look at this with your robin on. Oh, I love that robin. Isn't this gorgeous? And then that's been cut out of your 12 by 12 papers, and then you've got your different elements in there. I really do love that particular die. I think it's fabulous. I really, really do. Now, you might be putting together something for your scrapbook. You might have some photos you want to add, or you might be putting something onto the wall. Something like this, just in the autumn, just brings that feeling within the home. So really, it's not such a shock when you go outside. It's like, oh, it's the fall. You've kind of got something like this in your home to ease your way out the door. Do you know what I mean by that? Because it does sort of change all of a sudden. So, oh, what a surprise. All the leaves have fallen off, but just remember, they do come back. That is lovely, isn't it? Imagine something like that, maybe like that with a candle on top, an LED candle. I think that would look gorgeous. Or maybe hanging this just from a Christmas tree. Or hanging it in your window, which would look absolutely gorgeous. Now, in total, you've got 18 stamps, 29 dies, 2 paper pads, 2 stencils, 12 sheets of 12 by 12 and a die cut block with over 300 elements. Do you know what? I'm going to go back to those stencils. We said 2 stencils. Look at that. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 images on that particular die set. Do you really want me to count all those leaves singularly? Well, I could do, and maybe I will. But they are included as well, and they're fabulous. And that will take you over to your Halloween style cards as well, which is brilliant. Right. Let's tell you about the happy hour deals because they are for this hour and this hour only. The price will be going back up at 9 o'clock. So your happy hour, here we go. This is your die, so you can create and make your wonderful journals again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Which is brilliant, and again, and then you've got your other elements in there that you can also cut out and use for different projects. So think beyond just the journal that you're creating and think about all of your different designs in there as well. 399820 is your item number, £15.99. We've also got your alphabet as a happy hour deal, £10.98. 236242 is your item number if you want to go for that. We've also got a fantastic paint kit on the show as well. I do love a good watercolor paint kit, I really do. Sorry, I thought I'd give it a mention because it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Because in here you've also got 6, 18, 24 colours. You've got your mixing tray and you've got your 2 watercolour brushes as well with the reservoirs in, and that just shuts nice and neat. You probably heard it there, click. So you can take that with you. And you've got some lovely autumnal colours in there, really like that. It's only $19.99. I'm just busy looking at all the different colours, didn't even know the price. That's brilliant.
I'm using that.
713597. Lou's going to be using that in the demonstration. She's just spritzing it up right now. OK, let's head back to Lou. What we're having a look at now, Lou?
Well, we're going to mix a little bit of everything. So, again, I've got a blank, what we call, because most of us will have them. And if not, you don't really need to have the whole cut out of it. If you don't want, it's entirely up to you. But I just wanted to show you that this is what I've got hundreds of at home, blanks. And I'm like forever thinking, what do I do? I don't want to throw them because the paper's good. So get them out and think, right, OK, I'm going to make a really nice card or thank you card because I can chop these down and make them into gift size. So this one's got a circle in it and it's double-sided. So you can see it's got that lovely sort of colour, you know, it's tone on tone really, but one's darker than the other. And all I've done is got a piece of watercolour paper. Now, what you can do is either finish the whole page with the watercolour and do it that way, or just do a little bit and cover it with something else. So if you've only got a little bit of watercolour paper, don't worry, you can still do this. So the next thing is I've got the stamp. Now, I've got the leaf stamp from one of them. You've got 2 leaves, but one slightly smaller than the other. And these all coordinate with the wonderful stamps that you've got in the dies and also in the books. So all these leaves go together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of, you can mark out this. So all I'm going to do is just sort of, it needs to be a little bit there. So I'm going to get this and very lightly, now